Hey everyone, it's Katie again, and I hope that you are having a really great experience with this Ignite training. And I'm so proud of the team and how we're able to bring you messages that are really going to help you to be able to grow and understand and really believe in what you're doing and make it as easy as possible for you to connect to others and be able to help others, because that's ultimately our goal, right? So don't let it overwhelm you. Please don't let it overwhelm you. It can happen. We can get behind a couple days or 4 or 5 and say, oh no, I don't even know where to start. And what do I do? So guys, I'm just going to encourage you to take a deep breath and say, okay, where did I leave off? And while you're cleaning the bathroom, I do stuff like that whenever I'm getting ready. I listen to things when I'm cleaning, when I'm doing the dishes. Something just, I want to fill my mind and I want to make good use of my time, because we're all busy people, right? We're super busy, which is one of the objections you'll hear. I'm going to talk to you today about handling objections. So just tackle it one day at a time, and take, even if you can take one thing away from everything that you're hearing throughout this training, you'll be amazed at how much it'll help you and your business and how much you'll be able to help others. Okay, so it happens to all of us, those objections and those no's, and how do we embrace them, and how do we turn it around and make it a good thing? So, because objections are not bad things. So, but first of all, a key part of handling objections is something that you've already heard about earlier in the training, and that is your personal development. Growing this right here. And if we are not, guys, it's absolutely vital that you are doing your personal development 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day. Like I said again, while you're getting ready, while you're driving to work, before you go to bed, it's filling our mind with good, positive thoughts, good, positive things that are going to help us to grow, help us to think differently, help us to build and find more confidence in ourselves and different ways to handle situations. And that is huge. I cannot even begin to tell you how much that's for me, how much has changed my life these past year and a half that I have been a coach. It's been tremendously huge in my growth and in my business. And I was that girl with people thought I had, that my smile hid my low self-esteem. And I had very low self-esteem. And finally, when I'm 30, 31, 32, I start to feel confident about myself. And the biggest part about this last year is because I've been filling my mind with the right kinds of things, and growing spiritually as well, and that is huge. So personal development, make it key, make it your must every day, please. Because if you don't do that, handling objections is going to be really hard. That's just the honest truth. If you don't believe in you and what you have to offer and what these products and what this business and this culture can do for you, then it's going to be really hard when those folks say no, because they will say no. That's the truth. And more times than we care for, you're going to hear the word no, because of probably 2 of the most popular reasons. I don't have the time and I don't have the money for that. And I'm sure that we all felt that way too. And so really, if we are not feeling confident in ourselves, and if we're not believing in the product ourselves, it's really hard to be able to handle that objection of no and explain why and how it can absolutely change their life. So let's talk about handling those objections and why no's are okay. Well, first of all, no's aren't fun to hear, but the more personal development you go through, the easier they get. And let me tell you guys, over and over and over, you hear, and I absolutely believe it and have seen how and why. The more no's folks get, truly the more successful that they are. And those people who are the $1 million earners, the 6-figure, 5-figure earners, those folks have heard a lot of no's, but they they've encountered the most failures, the most no's, but also the biggest and most successes as well. So keep that in mind. Also know that I think this is a very interesting tidbit, that most people are likely to say no to something or an idea up to 4 times before they say yes. So I loved that little stat that I learned. So that means continue to keep on being positive and approaching them, not in a badgering way, but knowing that stat, that more likely the times they hear about it and they think about it, you're just planting a seed and helping it to grow, and then they will be ready. So the example that I want to share with you is that it took over a year for 2 of my coaches to say yes. And they, when we are on fire about this business because we are feeling so good, we've had an amazing transformation, and we are ready to share and tell, and we want everyone to jump on board with us, because why wouldn't they want to? And their mindset just might not be there yet, but we want so badly for it to be for others. And we might share with some of our closest friends and our family, and they just might not get what we're doing yet. And I'm going to tell you that 2 of my coaches, and they're some of my closest friends that I first talked to about this business, who said no, now they are coaches. And it's taken them over a year, but you know what they've seen? They've seen me consistently show up every day with this lifestyle, with working out, with believing in this product, and seeing me grow from the inside as well, and in my faith as well too. And so it's such a compliment now when they came to me and said, Katie, you've been sharing for a long time, and I've watched you to grow, and I want to be a part of it now. So, but that took a year, and I'm not saying it's going to take a year, but I'm just sharing with you that don't give up. And lots of times those no's, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year later, they may be a yes. So no really just means not right now, okay? So let's talk about the 2 objections that we hear the most. And so the first one is, I don't have the money for that. I don't know about you guys, but I can absolutely relate to that. And so the biggest, I think not the biggest, but the easiest way to keep in mind to handle those objections is feel, felt, found. I completely understand how you feel. I felt that way as well, but what I have found is this. And so here's an example for me when it comes to the cost. I'm like, I completely understand how you feel. I did not know how in the world I could fit something like that into my budget when it's already penny to penny at my house. But what I found when I broke it down was that my breakfast, my meal, because it's not just a protein shake, it truly is a meal, is about $3.50 a day. That is cheaper than a foo-foo coffee that I enjoy, or that is cheaper than someone else going to the gas station, picking up a pop and a candy bar or a bag of chips or whatever they do every single day. And it's the healthiest meal that I could put into my body. It's the cleanest, healthiest meal I could put into my body every single day. And so that is why I have found to be absolutely worthwhile and worth my money, and it's actually helped me to save money when I break it down that way. So that's a way that I am able to talk to them about the price. I'm not saying it always works, but it's letting them understand with Feel, Felt, Found that you are hearing them, you understand their objections, and you're able to explain to them why they should consider it. So then let's talk about also time. We're all so busy, right? We don't have the time for this, and we don't have the time to work out and to talk to other people about it or do another business. So the same way, I completely understand how you feel. I could not even comprehend how I could possibly fit this into my crazy busy life. I am a working mom. I commute 45 minutes one way. I have 2 very busy little children. We have a farm. I'm very active in my church. We help my mom and dad farm. Like, I just did not know how I can fit this in. But what I found was that for after 8 years of not taking care of myself and taking care of everyone else, I ended up spiraling really far down into a deep, dark, ugly hole. And this culture, Beachbody, taking 30 minutes out of my day, 2% of my day of working out so I can have a better mindset, have more energy, and frankly just have a better mood, has completely changed my world. And now, how could I not do that? Because by doing these things, I actually have more time than I had before. I have more quality time because I'm in a better mood, I'm in a better place in my frame of mind, in my health, how I feel, and that feeds off to the rest of my family. So they need the best version of me to have the best quality time and the most quality time that we could possibly have. And so it's hard to imagine this. I can't even imagine this not being in my life. So I hope that gives you some ideas, and really you have your own stories, and so people really just want to hear how it's helped you. So guys, I really I just want to say you've done a great job so far. Keep it up, and I hope that you guys can also be able to know that no means just not right now. There's also, I want to mention, there's also a book called Go for No. And that's exactly what it talks about. So let's put that on your list to read, or maybe you already have. And how many no's can you get today, guys? Let's see how many you can get, or how many you can get in a week. And so go ahead and comment below how many no's you plan to go for today. All right, you're doing fantastic. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.